Hello once again. You are more than welcome to our YouTube channel, Queen Rami Talks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on Queen Rami Talks. Yeah, let's roll. Hey, it's been a while. Yeah, we are striking while the iron is hot. With my babe, my paragon of human perfection. When she walks, she shakes the trees and the baboons fall down from the trees. She functions at the junction.
People like your intro, my love, and I think I'm loving it too, hey? And if you can check our old videos, he's been doing this consistency, hey? Anyway, if you are watching us for the very first time, we are the LVMs hashtag. We are Mr. and Miss Mbula. We are Queen Rami and the king of the house. So please do consider subscribing to our channel. We talk everything love, relationships, you know what? We do story times here. We play games. You know, it's just a funny channel where we enjoy our lives.
Yeah.
So please do consider sharing this journey with us. Okay, I did say my husband will be in and out, but the in and out is getting to be too much and I like it. Anyway, thank you, my hubby, for being part of this. And today we are talking about something that is very close to us, of course. And yeah, we are talking blended families. Guys, we are in no way marriage counselors. We are just sharing our marriage and love journey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This disclaimer is very important because people get to be like, hey, why are they giving marriage advice? No, honey. We are just sharing our love journey. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, okay, the reason why we chose this topic is because a whole lot of couple are going through it. Yeah, it's not a lot that you find that couples have their firstborns together, you know. And yeah, so even for me and my husband does have kids. So we'll be talking about, you know, how I managed to blend in and how everything went.
Yes.
You're welcome, my love.
Yes. The first point will be the background transparency. And the fact that when we met with Queen, I'm not a person who likes to have skeletons. So I became very clear, crystal clear about my background, where I come from, you know, do I have kids, you know, all this stuff. And yeah, I opened up. And as a result that it set us free, both of us, that at least we are on a clean slate. There's nothing hidden, you know.
I like that. And this is one of the character traits that stood out for me when it comes to my husband, because we always find that a lot of men hide their children, a lot of men hide their backgrounds or the things that they've been through and all that. Not only men, even women, they do hide. But with my husband, he's very different. And I fell in love with that. The fact that he managed to put everything down on the table. So it was up to me as a woman to choose whether I want myself in this situation or not. So when he did put it down that, okay, Queen, I have this, I have so-and-so kids, and I love them, and I would love to share this journey with them. And, you know, I didn't honestly have a problem with that. I was more happy with the honesty and the transparency. I think for me also the issue was not whether he has kids or not. The issue was the baby mama drama. That's the thing that I was not willing to accept. And yeah, we'll continue to watch the video as we talk about how we managed to, is there baby mama drama? Is there what? Is there what?
Yeah. And then another thing is that it is about adjusting, acclimatizing to the situation, because it's a new experience, it's a new exposure. So yeah, but I'm thankful that that adjustment, you know, it drawed us closer and closer, you know. So yeah, she adjusted, I adjusted, and yeah, we are gelling good.
Yeah, I love that. And that is the honest truth. You know, we took a chance on this video to be very honest with you guys, considering the fact that, yes, a lot of couples are going through that. So the adjusting part, honestly, it wasn't really bad due to the fact that I am very fond of my husband. I'm sure you guys know. And also, one thing about my husband, another character trait, you know, guys, it's not about what a man has, it's about who he is, you know. And his character stood out in the sense that he made it easy for me to adjust, you know. I always say to ladies, if you are with a man who has kids and you met him with kids and the baby mamas are there and whatever the case, how he treats you says a lot about whether you will adjust to the situation or not. So there are men who are not protecting their new wives or girlfriends. There are men who are making their wives feel like outsiders. So for my husband, it was very easy for me to adjust and love his kids because I felt at home with him first, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've said it mouthful. But another element is that don't be the fixer.
Yeah. Okay, can I touch on this,
you
my love? I think this one, guys, we wrote notes down so that we can gel well with the conversation. When it comes to being the fixer, you know, sometimes you may find that the relationship, or actually the relationship between the exes, is not that good. And we are not saying that's our situation. We are just trying to put examples. Once, as a new woman or as a new wife or a girlfriend, you get into that situation and you find that the exes don't get along, do not try to be the fixer. Do not try to be somebody who wants to now play stepmother of the year, stepfather of the year. You will get banned, you know, honestly speaking, due to the fact that you never know what happened between two people. You never know how the setup was. Now, as you are starting a new journey with your partner, what is more important is what you guys are starting and you bringing the kids along. You know, and I'm sure, guys, it differs per couple. I mean, there are couples who meet men who have older kids. Some, the kids are still young, so it might be easier to adjust to both the situations, but it's different strokes for different folks. But do not try to be the fixer. Firstly, the fixer of the mistakes that happened between those two, and also the fixer of trying to be the step parent of the year. Do not. Khefar, danger.
No, you've said it mouthful. I love that. And then, but another element to this is that don't be the destroyer.
Also, yes.
You know, destroying whatever, everything that moves is being attacked or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, we want tranquility. We want, you know, for those children, the parents, you know, from both sides, we are able, because it's very important to maintain harmony, you know. So the element of distraction must be eliminated.
I totally agree. Yeah, and when you are starting something new with your partner, obviously, the minute you choose them, you're saying, I want to make a peaceful life with this person. So that's the same as their past, whatever they're coming with, their kids, you know. So you cannot afford to be the reason why a woman should not be close with their kids, or a man should now abandon their children because you are now in the picture. That should never be the case. And for me, this was very personal due to the fact that I grew up without a father, and most of you know. So I wouldn't allow my husband, by no means, not to have a relationship with his kids, because I've seen the pain of growing up without a father. And we are struggling as a community, as a country, with absent fathers already, you know. But don't get me wrong. I mean, there are men who are denied access to their kids out there. There are men who are treated wrong just because they moved on. So it's different for everyone. But as a step parent, do not be the destroyer. Actually, try by all means, as much as you're not a fixer, be the builder.
Yeah.
If you see that maybe your partner is struggling on something when it comes to the kids, that's where you come in. You are the builder, but you are not the fixer, you know?
And what I love most is that, I mean, this is an experience. My wife played a pivotal role in
Slungu.
terms of, me having an access, because there were some complexities about the situation and the advice, all these things. Just for her support, I'm telling you, I really give her accolades.
A wife of a noble character. You know, when we say a wife is a noble character, we are not looking at the long skirts she wears. It's this kind of things that my husband is mentioning that will tell you more about the character of a woman, and I'm humbled, my love, if you are able to say it. He says it privately and also on camera, and I think yeah, I mean, thank you, my love.
Yeah, but another element to this talk is that loving the kids, So one of the things that I've seen, that one, I know that my wife is not love bankrupt. she has lots of love, galore, and a person, if they pretend, it's short-lived.
Yeah. It will diminish with time. Yeah.
But you'll see it at the long run that this person is not pretending, it's from the bottom of their heart. So that's what I've witnessed and seen, that she has that love. Yeah, it takes a love that is divine, the agape kind of love, to love someone that didn't come from your loins. So yeah, on that one, I know it's real. We experience it. It's not a matter of an act up issue. Yeah. So
I'm humbled, my love.
Loving
I'm
the
humbled.
kids.
Yeah. It's very important. If you say you love the parent of the child, you have to love. It's the same what I'm saying, that when you begin to say yes to a person, you are saying yes to everything that involves them. Their past traumas, their good habits, their bad habits, So me saying yes to my husband, I already had it in me. I must love the kids. So it became very natural, apart from the things that can happen in the background. Obviously, I mean, there are things that we will not be talking about on camera, but it's not as easy as we may make it seem. But at the end of the day, it's your duty as a step-parent to love those kids, to not only love them by mouth, but, I remember one day, my husband's son came and said, "I love you, Queen," out of nowhere, and I was so shocked and astonished. This is not normal, and I knew that it's God, because children sense energies. Like my husband is saying, even if I was pretending it was going to last for only 2 months or 3 months, but for the son to even come and attest that "I love you, Queen," that for me meant so much for me, because I see the love of God, I mean, as children of God, we must love. Love is our name, whether we feel like it or not. So it's those kind of things, loving those kids. And sometimes you can love them and the love is not returned. It's not your fault. At the end of the day, you have played your role of loving them.
Yeah. No, power to that. And then don't allow the kids to divide you, bring division, Yeah. So the issue of blending, in fact, it's two elements that are coming together, or forces. Now, to blend, there will be that disruption or whatever, rambling,
Breaking,
but yes, but until you just mend, So it takes time. It takes time, but with patience, with wisdom, how to deal with the situation. Really, because kids, sometimes they can do that. If they see a loophole, they can easily manipulate.
Yes.
So you need to be united. United, you know, if I say no and she says yes, they see that, on this side,
they don't get along. It's our chance.
Yeah, it's our chance. So it's very important that if I say no, we both say no together, you know, for something that we see that this one is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important, those elements to be addressed. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's very important as a couple. Like I said, when you guys begin to say yes, this is very important in this kind of a setup. What you share with your partner, how strong it is, the foundation that you have with your partner will also relate with the kids. You know, like you already mentioned that if you guys are not that strong, the kids will use it, especially with teenagers. Teenagers are very much aware of a situation. That's why sometimes you find that stepfathers start sleeping with stepdaughters. It's because they could see that there is something doesn't measure up with the mother and the father. You know, you need to set some ground rules. You need to make sure that your union is an example to them. You know, but if you are a father to, you are a stepfather rather to a teenager, and you come home midnight, you do whatever you please, the kids that are watching, your step kids that are watching, specifically the stepsons, once they see you doing that, they can somehow see that you don't take their mother serious. That is why we've recently heard of a stepfather who killed a stepson. You know, those kind of things, they come from a place of how you and your partner relate.
Yeah.
You know, you need to not only pull up a front, but also be good examples to the kids that are coming, to the step kids that are watching you guys. I mean, even if it's from far, what me and my husband do every time when the son visits, we make sure that we pray, you know, so that he can see that this is our lifestyle in this home. We pray, you know, so that when he is way older and he can stand up for himself, he knows that, Queen and my dad prays. You know, we are looking at those things. So what I'm trying to say as we are going to close off this video is that make sure you are a good example. Remember, the child already has the image of the father and the mother together. Now that image has been erased, the child needs to see a new image. And that image that you set is the one that he is going to try to find either faults or good behaviors. So it's the parents' duty to make sure that they build a good foundation for their kids.
Yes.
Especially the teenage ones. We all know how teenagers can be troublesome. And also, I like the fact that I love how my husband relates with my siblings also. You know, I might not have my own kids yet, but I've seen how he relates with my siblings, and that for me was also important. Remember, as a firstborn in my family, I'm deputy mom, so he had to relate well with them,
to align.
you know. And I mean, we are at a point where my lastborn, my mother's lastborn, Gailey, would literally say, "I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Daddy." You understand? We are at that place, and I know that we are safe. You know, it's very, very important that I find him to be safe with my siblings and together with me and his kids.
Yeah. So surely it's a good setup, this one. You know what I'm saying? God has a plan. Yeah, I wrong.
God doesn't make mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah. And the funny part is that people say I look like my husband's son. Hey, the less we say, the better. But yeah, guys, that is basically it when it comes to blended families. Guys, we are coming to be more transparent than you've ever imagined this year, because we believe with all our heart that as the Lord is increasing our followers, this is the more that we have to be play our role as bringing change, you know, people who are bringing change and impact. You know, we are not only going to come and dance on videos and play with powders and whatever. We are also here to impact.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, basically that's it when it comes to blended families. You are more than welcome to ask questions in the comment section. We are going to, and if you've whatever that you would like us to touch on, especially as a couple, you know, last year you've seen a whole lot of us being too playful, you know, allowing ourselves, but I believe now we are in a season of bringing more impact when it comes to changing lives.
Yeah.
So you'll be seeing a whole lot of that from us. So don't be like, they're too serious. They're not. Guys, it's seasons. Seasons change.
Yeah.
We grow as people. So thank you so much if you've watched until this far. We love you guys from TikTok, from your Instagram. We really do appreciate all the love.
Yes, yes. We love you so much. Yeah.
Okay, until
we meet again.
Ba-da-ba-ba.